about the contribution you've made to music, beginning with your work in the 60s.
Well, I started in music business from I was in school at 14 years old. I was going to Kingston Senior School and I got a scholarship. I went to St. Andrew Technical. I was in three groups. Friends of mine was in a group called the Techniques.
Yes.
Slim Smith and other fellas, Winston Riley and such. I wanted to be in that group, but they already had 4 members, so I couldn't go in it. So I formed my own group, which was a sensation, along with Cornell Campbell and 2 other guys from school, Aaron Davis and so. But further on, the Techniques started falling out, broke up. And then, because Slim Smith was my good friend, we formed another group, which was a spin-off of the Techniques, which was called the Uniques.
Yes.
So me and Slim Smith and Lloyd Chalmers was the Uniques. We used to record for Bonnie Lee and from Greenwich Farmers. So we did songs like Watch the Sound, My Conversation, Let Me Go Girl, and you know. So with all the 3 different groups, we had #1 songs. So I'm the only member that's ever been in 3 groups so far.
Okay.
And then with Sly and Robbie in the 80s, I started my career, solo career as Jimmy Riley.
Yes.
And Channel 1 with the Taxi Gang, Sly and Robbie, Black Hoover and Tomlins and such as like Dennis Brown and Greg Rice. Like we was a taxi crew.
Yes.
And I had my first #1 song as Jimmy Riley, which was called Love and Devotion. And then Give Me a Love, My Woman's Love. I had 4 #1 straight, back to back.
Indeed, it is, back to back, yes.
Yeah. So and then I've been going on ever since. You know, so far so good.
And all right, and your work around the world in terms of your
Yes.
contribution overseas, where are some of the places you've been?
The only place I haven't been yet is Africa. I've been everywhere else in the world. I went to the first Japan Reggae Sunsplash, and that was in '81. Me and Freddie McGregor, Judy Moore, Max Romeo, Sugar Minot,
Yes.
and Bob Andy. That was the first time Reggae Sunsplash went to Japan. I was on that very first trip, the first time to Japan.
And giving us Tarrus Riley, thank you, sir. It's got to be one of your most outstanding contributions to the music.
Yes.
Giving the music Tarrus, your
It
own
happens
son.
every day. People call me. I mean, if every time somebody tell me about Tarrus, they gave me $1, I'd be a millionaire.
You're proud
A
of it,
billionaire.
aren't you? You're extremely proud of Tarrus.
Yeah, it's more than proud though. You know what I mean? If I was a doctor, and my son also was a doctor, and came up behind me and doing good work as me or better work than me, I'd still be proud. Any man would be proud to know that they set a foundation and the offspring pick it up and fall. I didn't even...
You didn't
introduced-
groom him into this.
No, well, you see, he used to come to studios with me from he was a baby, all
Yes.
over, every time.
So he was always exposed to the music.
Always
yes.
exposed, and even did a combination with him when he was like about 12 years old. I did a combination with him. I took him to concerts all over the world with me sometimes, and he was there, was on stage with me as well. So he kind of grew up in the business. He knew all the musicians, all the singers. So that was his background, yes.
Okay, and other kids, do they? Are
I
they
have
in
2
music
more
too?
sons. Yeah, I have one called Michael. He's 9 years old. That's my youngest son.
Yes.
And another one called Ray, and he says he's going to be a DJ for the Taurus. So I don't know what that.
Okay, but going back to Tarrus Riley, he's amazing. He's an outstanding young man. At his age, most youth, let's say do some tune, some gun tune or some whatever. Most of the people who look to go into the music. Tarrus has come with something that some thought was beyond this time, was before
It's
his
not
time.
really beyond his time. It's how he grew up.
Yes.
He grew up into a kind of religious. I'm Rasta, and
Yes.
his mother is Rasta, you know. So he grew up like that, and we teach him the principles of good life and good liberty.
Yes.
So he grew up like that. At first, he started to DJ, and it was all right. It sounded all right, and I kind of said, "Well, boy, I'm a singer, so if you can sing, it's good." And he used to sing around the house, and he just went straight into singing by himself.
Yes.
So it's just how his upbringing, it comes out in his upbringing and what he reads and where his mind is.
Because he told me that you were always there as a father, which
Yes,
is
that's
commendable. Congratulations, sir. And that he spoke to us right here on stage about his upbringing, and no doubt your influence as a father, not necessarily pulling him into music, did a lot for him. What would you say to our men out there, Jimmy, about fathering their children, their boys?
Yeah, that is very important. As a matter of fact, I have a song, I have a new album that just finished, and there's a song on it called Fathers Be Good to Your Daughters.
Yes.
But it means sons and daughters as
Yes.
well. Because it's the way you treat them, interact with them, And things you show them, you don't have to hide things from your kids. You tell them the truths and rights.
Yeah.
And liberty, how life is. That's how they grow up. But you have a lot of guys that are men that are police or pastors, and their son turn out as criminals. And then again, too, you have to be lucky. And some criminals have sons that turn up and be the most decent person. So it's just a matter of luck as well.
Yes.
There's something in there.
And your son has produced an anthem. She's Royal. That song is an anthem.
I think the entire album is an anthem. Because
Yes, the album is no doubt. But that song,
yes,
what it is doing about for women.
Yes, it's
what
a
it's
compliment.
saying about women at this time is most appropriate.
It's so.
And it's very effective. In fact, our guest later on in the show, Miss Jamaica, the newly crowned Miss Jamaica, has insisted that the song, this is one of her favorite songs.
I think it's one of a lot of women's favorite songs because I get compliment about that song every day. People call me every single day. X amount of females call me about that song. Every day.
I had to go out there and do it. And don't ask me why, because it is way, way more bigger than just sitting here with a bunch of words trying to explain the moment.